the cursed Walmart restroom. It was just another busy evening at Walmart. The bright lights hummed overhead as people shopped, pushing their carts down the aisles. But something strange was happening in the women's restroom, something no one could explain. Emily was a tired mom who just needed to wash her hands. As she reached for the soap, she heard it, a child's giggle. It was soft but clear, like a little girl laughing right behind her. She turned around quickly, but no one was there. The stalls were empty. The sinks were quiet. Then she saw it, a small bloody handprint on the mirror. Her heart pounded as she ran out, too scared to look back. The next day, a teenager named Jess was fixing her hair in the same restroom. She heard the giggle too. It sounded like it was coming from the last stall. Jess slowly pushed the stall door open, but it was empty. Then the giggles turned into whispers. She bolted out, not daring to stay another second. An old woman named Mrs. Perkins went in next. She saw tiny wet footprints on the floor, leading to the last stall. When she opened it, there was nothing inside, just a horrible smell, like something rotten. She hurried out, her hands shaking. The worst was when a little girl told her mom she saw a scary girl with no eyes in the mirror. The mom didn't believe her at first, until she saw the bloody handprints appear right in front of her. She grabbed her daughter and ran, screaming for help. The store manager, Mr. Harris, thought people were just imagining things. He decided to check the restroom himself. As soon as he walked in, the door slammed shut behind him. The giggling started again, louder this time. A cold whisper filled the air. "Play with me." Mr. Harris turned to the mirror. One by one, bloody handprints appeared, smearing across the glass like invisible fingers were pressing against it. Then, words formed in the fog. "Let me out." His legs moved before he could think. He ran out, his face pale with terror. Later, an employee looked up old news stories. Years ago, a little girl named Lily had disappeared in this Walmart. She had gone into the restroom and never came out. No one ever found her. Some workers whispered that she was still there, trapped. One night, the janitor, Carlos, was cleaning the restroom. The giggling started again, but this time it was different. The voice whispered his name. Carlos. The sinks turned on by themselves, water rushing out dark red. The stall doors banged open and shut, like something was moving between them. Carlos turned to the mirror, and there she was. A pale little girl with hollow eyes, standing right behind him. When security found Carlos, he was curled up in the corner, staring at nothing. He kept whispering the same word over and over. Lily, Lily, Lily. After that night, Walmart closed the restroom for good. A sign was put up, "Out of order." But sometimes, late at night, workers still hear it, the sound of a child laughing, and the slow, wet sound of a hand dragging across the mirror. The backroom shadow figure. Tom was excited for his first night shift at the grocery store. He needed the money, and working overnight meant fewer customers to deal with. The manager, Mr. Harris, showed him around. "Stock the shelves, clean up, and don't slack off," he said. Then he pointed to the back storage room. "And stay out of there unless you need something. The lights flicker, and the door sometimes sticks." Tom nodded, but he didn't think much of it. How bad could a storage room be? The first few hours were easy. He stocked cans, swept the floors, and listened to music. But around 2 a.m., he needed more cereal boxes from the back. He grabbed a cart and pushed open the heavy door. The storage room was cold. The single light bulb buzzed, casting long shadows. Tom shivered as he walked down the narrow aisles of boxes. Then, out of the corner of his eye, he saw something move. He turned. At the far end of the room, near the old freezer, stood a tall, dark figure. It was shaped like a person, but black as ink with no face. Tom's breath caught in his throat. The figure didn't move. It just stood there watching. Tom blinked hard. When he opened his eyes, the figure was gone. His hands shook as he grabbed the cereal boxes. "Just my imagination," he whispered. But then he heard it, a soft whisper, like someone breathing words into his ear. "Get out." Tom dropped the boxes and ran. The door slammed shut behind him. He fumbled with the handle, but it wouldn't budge. The whispers grew louder, swirling around him. Then came the footsteps, slow, heavy steps coming closer. He turned. The shadow figure was there, right behind him. Its long fingers reached out. Tom screamed and threw his shoulder into the door. It burst open, and he stumbled into the bright store lights. He spun around, but the storage room was empty. The door creaked shut on its own. The next morning, Mr. Harris checked the security cameras. "There's nothing there, kid. You must have been tired." But Tom knew what he saw. The other employees nodded when he told them. "Yeah, that's the backroom shadow," one said. "It's been here for years. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it follows you." Tom quit that same day. But sometimes when he drives past the store at night, he swears he sees a tall, dark figure standing in the window, watching and waiting. The Black-Eyed Child in Walmart. It was past midnight when Jake Miller stopped at Walmart to grab some snacks. The store was nearly empty, just a few tired workers stocking shelves and the hum of fluorescent lights above. Jake walked down the toy aisle, remembering he needed to buy a birthday gift for his nephew. As he looked at action figures, he felt a cold chill. That's when he saw her, a small girl standing at the end of the aisle. She was pale, with long dark hair, and wore a dirty white dress. But what made Jake's heart stop were her eyes, completely black, like two empty holes. The girl stared at him without blinking. Jake forced a smile. "Hey, kid, are you lost?" The girl didn't answer. She took a slow step forward, then another. Her bare feet made no sound on the floor. Jake's skin prickled. Something was wrong. "Do you need help? Where's your mom?" The girl tilted her head. When she spoke, her voice was a dry whisper. "You're going to die soon." Jake's blood turned to ice. Before he could react, the lights above flickered. When they steadied, the girl was gone. "Hello?" Jake called, his voice shaking. No answer. He ran to the front of the store, his breath coming fast. The cashier, a bored-looking teenager, glanced up. "You okay, man? You look like you've seen a ghost." Jake swallowed hard. There was a little girl in the toy aisle. Black eyes. "Did you see her?" The cashier frowned. "No kids in here tonight. Just you and the overnight crew." Jake's hands trembled. He left his snacks on the counter and hurried outside. As he reached his car, he heard a whisper behind him. "Soon." He spun around. No one was there. Jake drove home faster than he should have. He locked his doors, turned on all the lights, and tried to forget what happened. But that night, as he lay in bed, he heard a soft tap on his window. Tap, tap, tap. Slowly he turned his head. Two black eyes stared back at him from the glass. If you like the video, please give it a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.